I fuck. Oh, while these emotions are out, I'm just gonna go ahead and harness them and talk about what I've been wanting to talk about. And it's just those days like this. Sorry, fuck. It's just those days where I don't specifically the days where you'd rather run than process. When you just don't want to heal anymore, because sometimes it's just so overwhelming. Because like you go through it and you put that smile on and you're feeling it and it just feels really great and you're like, I am healing, I am doing this, I'm getting through this. And then you get to wake up one morning, you realize that you were running from the emotion. You're just trying to hold on to the happy emotion because that's what they tell you. That's the good part. And you choose to ignore the fact that they said it's okay to be sad. But being sad hurts. Being confused hurts. Having all these questions unanswered and knowing they're not going to get answered, that fucking hurts. It makes you feel so empty inside. So empty. Where it's just like, what's the point of these meds? You know, if they can't take away the emotion, what's the point of taking them? I suppressed a lot of my memories when I was young. I don't remember a lot of it. I didn't remember a lot of it. It came to school and that just opened up a whole can of worms, the stress. It opened up my brain to start reliving these, and the flashbacks came on and they came fucking heavy. They came in the middle of classes and I couldn't concentrate. They come as night terrors and all I get to do is just try to ground myself, breathe deeply, count the number of lights in the classroom, count the number of seconds going by so that I don't have to think that I'm back where I was in this flashback. I have to remind myself it's not real anymore. And it's just some days it just hurts so much and I feel so empty inside. And I wish I never remembered it. Because I can't make it undone. I can't go back in time and stop it. I wish it stayed suppressed. I wish I was just living my life. That I didn't have to go to group every week. That I didn't have to go to counseling and check in every week. That I wish that my mom didn't have to call me just to check up on me to make sure I'm still fucking alive. Why is it that in order to process something, to heal from it, you have to let it consume you in a certain way? You have to let it make you feel these ways. You have to have these nightmares because it's your brain rewiring them so that they don't feel like the real thing anymore. They just become distant memories. But in order to do that, you have to go through it all. You know, like, why do I even have to take the time to process these flashbacks? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to heal? Why do I have to feel these emotions? Why do I have to feel confused and scared and angry? Let me tell you, angry. Why can't I be just like them? Just like the people that literally they can walk through life carefree They can go through and not worry about the consequences they cause on others. Why can't I just live as a piece of shit too? I don't have to heal. They didn't have to heal. But it's fine. And now it's like really deep and dark. I promise there's more to it. Because the answer is without healing, you're not going to have a target. You're not going to have something to channel all that hate, that anger, that confusion, all those unanswered questions. You're not going to have somewhere to put them. And it's true. And it was only brought to my attention when someone was talking to me about it, about how I used to act before I started remembering, before I started doing this process. I just did stuff to not care because I wanted to be that piece of shit with no fucks given. I didn't want to worry. I was hostile towards people who tried to judge me for it, to the people I loved, to everyone who tried to help me. I lashed out. It made me feel good somehow. It was just getting anger out. So when you choose to heal, and you choose to let in those flashbacks, those thoughts, and you choose to process them, let yourself feel them, it finally puts a visual, a face on something, and it lets you focus your energy on that. So now, instead of yelling at my best friends, not hanging out with them, blaming them for everything that they do, and I don't even know, they weren't doing anything, now I can just take this and being like, wow, I really hate people touching me, but I don't hate people. I hate the person, but I don't care where they are anymore. I can hate them as long as I want. What they did was not okay. But me lashing out to my friends, me hating people automatically, that's not okay too. And that's why I choose to heal. I choose not to feel jealous of these bad people. How they get to walk through society, not caring, doing whatever they please, and it makes them happy. I choose not to envy them. I choose not to try and be them. My mind is different than theirs. I could never feel what they felt in those times, just as they will never feel what I felt. We are on different wavelengths, no better, no worse, and I've accepted it. Perhaps they sleep soundly while I get night terrors. But that, as cheesy as this will sound, is what makes me stronger and more in control. I get to wire my brain the way I want. I get to choose to act and react. While I sometimes hate the emotions, the nausea, and the flashbacks, I get to choose to channel it all into one thing. Rather than hurting the ones I love and respect, not nearly on the level that these certain individuals have hurt others, I get to have control and not be pitied. I get to live my life not being a complete fucking ass. And even though some days really fucking suck and I feel helpless, I'll live for the days when I feel that control. They are always coming.